What's up YouTubers, Jimmo here with Refinish Network. Today I'm going to show you how to paint your car with an aerosol. Okay, so if you're just painting the car, not fixing any scratches or dents, just scuff and paint, you'll need 600 grit paper, some gray Scotch pad, a degreaser. This one here is an Aquasol. There's all kinds out there, and some rags. Next you'll need, fixing scratches, you need prime spots, you'll need a spot primer. Your color, base, and the clear. And the clear that we're using is a 2K one. So it has a little activator on the bottom here. I'll show you up close. So what will happen when we're ready to use it is we'll take this little red cap, it'll go on the bottom, press it in, it'll mix the hardener in with the clear, so it's just kind of, it's like any other clear you spray with a gun. For the primer, you can actually get the primer that does the same thing, which would be probably the best way to go if you need to prime. But I need that, so right now I'm just going to use this spot primer, and once you see this panel, you'll realize it's not actually going on any vehicle. So I'll give you the concept anyway. If you're going to be fixing dents, you will need sanding block, some 180, 320, mixing board. You want to use either metal or plastic, don't use cardboard or paper mixing board, and some sort of a putty with a hardener. This is a 3-hour flowable finishing putty. All kinds of how it'll work. Just make sure it's one that uses a hardener. Okay, so you can see my panel here. It's off a wrecked vehicle, so I don't need to get too fussy. There's dents kind of all over it, dents on the back. I'm not really going to fix them. I'll fix this one little dent here to give you an example of what you need to do to fix little spots like that, and I'll take out these scratches on the top. First thing you want to do is wash it down with soap and water. And next, you want to go over to the degreaser before you start fixing anything. So you see the little dent right here. I don't know if you can really see it from back there, but I'll run the block over with a 180. It should kind of show you where the dent is. You can see it's sanding the higher spots here and the low spots the dent. We're still kind of shiny. So it's best to remove down the metal if you can. With finishing putty, you can actually apply it over paint without any problem. But if you go with the best, and take it down the metal. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention is you'll need a plastic spreader as well, just to spread the filler over the dent. So, put a little bit on your mixing board. Add your hardener, just a little dab. It's usually about 2 to 3%. You can mix it on the scale too if you have access to a scale. Just mix it together till it's all one color. I want to push down while you're mixing it. Squeeze all the air pockets out so you don't have the pinholes. That's another reason you don't want to mix on cardboard, because there's air pockets on cardboard. It'll draw air into the filler and it'll create pinholes in it, which will result in having to apply another coat to fill the pinholes after. Okay, once you have a good mix there, just go over your dent. Press it in there good. A few light coats over it. so that'll take about 5-10 minutes to dry. Okay, so once it's dry, it's been about 8 minutes since I applied it. You might just want to give it 15 and then sand it to be safe. Grab some 180, put it on a block, start sanding it. Keep the block flat on the panel. And they come at it from different directions. You want to press down a bit, but you don't want to be really pressing hard on it. Let the block do the work. Getting there. Okay, so I want to get it ready to prime, and I want to get rid of all these little scratches here. So we use the 320. I'm going to sand out all the scratches. I'm also going to back sand this area here because I want to prime past my 180 scratches, but I have to sand any area the primer's going to hit. So that's the purpose of back sanding. 320 is a bit too coarse to paint right over, especially on the palette color. So we'll have to go over that again after. First we'll get it primed. Get another dent way underneath. One I fixed. So we get rid of the scratches, I just want to keep sanding them. I normally would use a sander. Just kind of keep going back and forth. That you can use a block if you want to. It might help to feather it out smoother. The scratch will eventually kind of peel back the paint layer. You want to make it kind of so you can't catch your nail with it anymore. Probably see that now. Yeah, the scratch is feathering out there. Start to see the different layers of the paint. So, want to do that with any scratch. Okay, so I'm ready to go over it now with our finishing paper, which is the 600. The last sanding step in this. If it was a solid color, like a black or red or any solid color, you could really get away with probably 400 grit or 500. But the lighter silvers, you're best off using something like 600 or 800. So where our dent was, go over with the block. Just help straighten out any minor imperfections. It's really not too imperative on this job, so I'm going to stop. Now just use the 600 to get rid of all your 320 scratches that you still have on the panel. Sand the entire panel here with some 6. it gives your paint something to adhere to. Too fussy over there. The last thing you want to do is get the gray pad, just go over all the edges with it. Move the whole thing. And it up wet if you prefer to. Now, if this were a real job, you'd probably want to be a lot fussier with it. Fix all the ends, fix all the scratches. A bit more thorough of a cleaning job. Remove all the body clips in a bit. And if you can, you want to use, like you say, 2-part primer. Would make for a lot better of a job. Okay, so just go over it one more time now with your cleaner. Back yourself here. Really miss the compressor here because I'd like to blow it off right now, but I guess you'll have to use a dry rag if you don't have a compressor. And you turn it on today. And the tack ring actually would probably be handy too, just go in with the tack ring right before you put the paint on and right before you clear it. Just for the heck of it, I'm going to skip that step today. Let's see what we get. I've never done anything like this, by the way, so this is all going by theory. I'm kind of unsure exactly what we're going to get myself. Okay. So, here's our base coat here. I would let it mostly back to it. I was just spraying on the spray card. It doesn't seem like it covers all that well. It's going to take quite a few coats before it's finally covered. We'll see. So whatever color that you're using, basically just you'll have to spray until it's covered. Some colors will take more coats than others. And don't load it right on too heavy, or else what will happen is your primer will wrinkle. And it's not fun. Once that happens, you break off a bit of dry and sand it down and start spraying again. Okay, so it's almost covered, so you get one more quick coat here. And then I'm going to let it sit for about 20 minutes before I put the clear on it. Okay, so it's time now, ready to put the clear on. Now I'm just going to go over quick again the difference between the 1 and the 2K clears. So this one here, this is the one you probably find on the shelf at Walmart, Canadian Tire, something similar to the 1K part, which just means it doesn't have a hardener, but it's not very chemically resistant. and it doesn't have the same kind of UV protection in it, so it will fade rather quickly. The one that we'll be using on this job is the 2-part one. Like I said, it has the hardener at the bottom of the can here. We just put this little button on it, and press it in, and it's ready to go. We'll have to shake it up, and this is just like any clear you spray out of a gun in a body shop. Pretty similar to the factory clear. So I'll get it shaken up for a minute here, and then we'll start applying it. Okay, so I'm going to spray it on there. I would speculate that this would need a few extra coats. It probably doesn't have the same kind of ability to have out of a gun. So I'm going to put 3 wet coats on here. Certainly doesn't go on as well as spraying it with a paint gun, but there's the first coat. I'm going to give that 5 minutes and put another one on. Here's the second coat. When you're spraying clear, you want to kind of keep a wet edge. You kind of look down the panel, you can pretty well tell where you're going to add more, but I don't want to do that as you go instead of touching it up after. The clear isn't really spotted very well. You have kind of a limited window on how long you can spray over it. This is looking a little better. Okay, so it's been about another 7-8 minutes. So it's ready for the last coat of clear on it. Now normally it's matched up on the car. What you can do is you can feel it's not better than the fender, you can feel the paper, and once it kind of tacks up and your finger sort of sticks to it, it's pretty well ready for the next coat. So here's the last coat. Normally you would spray your offsets first, so all the time you wheel out your edges. I usually always spray the offsets on the last coat, so you can do another coat for everyone. So you got a little bit of a red one in there. Okay, so this is the final result here on our fender. You can see that our dent was right around that area there. Okay, you can see the dent right in the light there. We fixed the one right above it. I don't see really any traces of it, any scratches or anything, so it actually came out not too bad. The finish it's actually pretty close to factory. Maybe a bit more orange peel, but you know what, actually it's pretty good all in all. I ended up with one little run up here, which could be polished out. I don't know if you can really see it. It's a bit of an adjustment going from a gun to an aerosol. So maybe I could have increased my flash time even. That might have been a bit of an issue on my first coat. But that's it. I'm sure there's a lot of professionals out there that might be shaking their fist in fury at me for this job, but it was one of the most requested videos I've had, so I thought I better do something. Yeah, it's certainly best to use a gun if you can, but for the guys just hacking away in their garage, this one's for you.